waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing.
Hit that like button.
On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time.
Take it off. Y'all make sure you punch that like button on your way in the building. Punch that like button, all right? Let me see here. Here we go. There we go. Listen, man, this stream is being powered by Prize Picks, all right? We're going to get into more of that a little later on, but don't forget, Bleacher Report has you covered, ladies and gentlemen. Everything you need to know about the draft, Bleacher Report has you covered. All you have to do is click on the link that's pinned at the top of the chat, and that will take you to Bleacher Report for the latest updates of all news and everything you need to know. All right. So get in on the action with Bleacher Report. Take advantage of that. Okay. Let me see here. For those who don't know, this is exactly what the app looks like so that you can take advantage of it. Go over there and check it out. I mean, it got everything, man. It has everything. All your draft updates will be posted on here. They also got a 3-day show. I know Michael Parsons is hosting, I think, tonight. It's pretty dope, man. So y'all make sure y'all check it out. The link is in the description of the video and it's pinned at the top of the chat. So make sure that you go check out Bleacher Report, okay? Now, we got something to talk about because I don't know what's going on, but I'm getting word that the Miami Dolphins pick their main target at 11 is being leaked. And I did speak to somebody in the know, and I'm going to tell you what's really happening. I think what's happening behind the scenes, first of all, let me tell you who it is. It's Ruben Bane. They believe that he's going to fall and he may actually be the target. Now, again, these are sources, people saying what they are hearing. But what I'll tell you is, I think this is what it is based off of who I talk to. When teams inquire about moving down or moving up, and then they start talking about who they're trying to get, I think they start to figure out what a team's true interest is. And I think that's where they're coming with this, because there has been a few teams, from my understanding, that are trying to move up to 11. But I think that it's not worth it for the Dolphins because of how far they would be moving down. And I haven't heard anything about the Dolphins moving down themselves. But Ruben Bane is a guy that, what I'm told, they're very intrigued by. They believe in what he can bring to the table. And if he slides to 11, that's the pick. That's the pick. But again, man, NFL draft, believe half of what you hear, believe half of what you hear and everything you see. So that's where I'm at with it. I just got to let it play out. I have to let it play out. You going to be live tonight, TD? Absolutely. Now we're going to do a whole roundtable show, but it's going to be on my channel. So y'all make sure y'all get ready for the stream, okay? It's going to be on my channel. We're going to have a live stream. So I'm here. By the way. I am in Pittsburgh Stadium right now. The way they have it set up is totally different from Green Bay last year. Green Bay didn't have it in the stadium. They had it outside next to the stadium in this big room convention area for the media. But now Pittsburgh is having it in the stadium and around the stadium. It's crazy because they expect 700,000 people to be in attendance. Let me say that again. 700,000 people to be in attendance. So where we are, we're in the media room. Not a media room. This is what they made the media room. It's the entire 200 section, the executive suites. So we're in that area, but the open area outside of them. Now, some big networks have personal suite rooms and stuff like that, but we are literally Radio Row, and then media work is down the way. Now, I'm going to give y'all a tour at some point and put it on my phone and walk around and show y'all what I'm talking about. But this is the setup. So Roundtable Sports, we have this table that I'm sitting at booked, and the whole row behind me, like three stations booked as well. So that's what Roundtable Sports have. And I set up. I'm here to work, man. I'm here to get this content and understand what's going on. But everybody else, they having fun, man. They at the bars and they getting ready for the draft in other ways. So I'm getting it done. We need the footage, TD. Interesting. No. I got you. But let's tap into some of the interviews that I was able to get as well. The Miami Hurricanes about to be drafted in the NFL. First off, congratulations on a successful college career and being a heart of Miami. What's your thoughts overall? Like, I want to take you back actually to the 6th grade. Okay, what was your mentality then about football, and did you have NFL aspirations?
I did at that point. By the 6th grade, I kind of hated football. I thought I was gonna be a basketball player, so I was just wasting my time in football. But when I got to around 8th grade, that's when I really kind of took pride in what I was doing and understood what my role is. And since then, I just kind of took off. I really understand what a defensive end, D lineman could be.
At what point in your entire football life did you realize I'm that guy?
I say that I kind of knew all my life, but it solidified it for me that 8th grade year. I'd go home, watch YouTube videos, try to find moves and stuff to do to go to practice and actually work. I'm like, okay, this actually go somewhere.
Last question. What was your interaction with the Miami Dolphins?
It was great. I felt like it was a great homie vibe feeling. I've been in that stadium, been in that parking lot all my life pretty much. And it's a new style, but just building that relationship, that kind of bridge.
Congratulations. I wish you the best, all right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Ruben Bane. I was able to talk to him yesterday. I conversated with him a little more after that, from a connection standpoint. But good, solid guy. Uh, he's not tall. He's definitely not tall. I mean, I think y'all saw. Well, you didn't see me in the interview, but I'm right there with him. I mean, he tall because I'm tall, but he's a big guy though. So we just got to see, will it translate to the NFL? I believe it will. If the Dolphins select him, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna be pumped because I believe in his skill set. I believe in what he actually brings to the table. So a lot of people they're not very high on him, but I am. Shout out to Gene Williams 5702 just became a member of the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the channel membership. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for everybody who support this channel, especially via membership, super chats, hitting the like buttons, subscribing, sharing, doing all that good stuff, man. Beyond the details, the homie in the building said draft day. Let's go. I love it. I love it. Man, it's crazy. I'm in this media workroom and it's like empty right now. I mean, it's people setting up and a few people working, but it's like 2%. 2% of the people are here. Like I'm at a table where 20 people are going to be, and I'm the only one here. Table behind me, about 30 people are going to be. Nobody's there. Table in front of me, another 20, nobody. Table in front of that is 12 and nobody. So I'm like one of 50 here to work, So everybody, well, I guess everybody's going to come around like 5, 6 o'clock. They're going to start filing in, but we had access since noon. So I got up in here. I got set up. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to get into this draft, man. TD is locked. I'm trying to be, man. I'm trying to be locked in. But Ruben Bane wasn't the only person that I was able to talk to. I actually spoke to a lot of these guys. Let's hear.
Right. First off, congratulations on the.
How you doing, man?
All right. First off, congratulations on the.
Mai Lemon, ladies and gentlemen.
USC. I want to take you back. I've been taking some of these gentlemen back. I want to take you back 10 years ago, around sixth grade, somewhere in there.
Okay.
All right.
Like
what was your mentality about the game of football, and did you have NFL aspirations then?
I definitely knew I wanted to play in the league 100%, but I definitely really didn't know that it was going to be able to, to come true and stuff like that. I was really just having fun with it. But then, really going into, middle school and high school, I definitely was just, getting to play around, guys from all around the world and, having success on the field. So I definitely grew more, but as a young kid, I'm just out there just having fun.
Mm-hmm. At what part in life did it just hit your mind and say, I'm that dude?
It really still ain't really hit my mind. I'm that dude, really. I just really try to just be the best version of myself and as a person, as a player. But definitely in college, I definitely grew that confidence where I can play in the league.
Now, I got to plug my own team. I don't think you'll be available. But at 11, the Miami Dolphins, how would that feel to play for the Dolphins?
It'd definitely be great. Great people in that building. That definitely had a great meeting with them. Great players, definitely. So it'd definitely be a blessing, to play for them.
What was your favorite team growing up?
I ain't really had no team, really. I was really just players, and I was really just more of a USC fan, really.
Nice. Well, congratulations again, and good luck.
Appreciate it.
Well, there you have it. That was Mai Lemon, ladies and gentlemen. I also spoke with him after that little interview. He's a cool dude. Let me tell y'all something. He's also misunderstood. By the way, he's Cali through and through. He got that West Coast vibe. It's just his demeanor. And people mistake him. They have him misunderstood. He is actually a lax dude. He's a chill dude, but he's down to earth. And he's not getting too high, not getting too low, not trying to do anything out of, he's just chilling, and people take that nonchalantness as, oh, what's wrong with this guy? Nothing. He's just not getting too low or too high for you. He's trying to get on that field and get up there and do what he got to do. So I think he definitely is misunderstood, because when we chopped it up after the interview, one-on-one, it's like you talking to your brother, like you talking to your homie. So yeah, he a cool dude. Like, people got him way messed up. But I get it from the outside looking in. You see his interviews and it's like dismissive, but that ain't who he is. He actually laughed. He was laughing. We was laughing together. We were smiling. I mean, he was smiling. We were having a good time. So he's definitely misunderstood. I can vouch for that for sure. But if the Dolphins were able to select him, man, I'm all for it. I am all for it. All right, man. But we got some more, man. Here's a big target that everybody wants. What about Mansour Delane?
Round Table Sports with Mansour Delane. Listen, man, congratulations on a successful college career. Tomorrow's a big day. What's on your mind? What are you thinking about it?
Yeah, really just I'm excited. God really, I know I'm going to get picked to a team, so really just, being ready for that next moment. Doesn't really matter where. I'm just ready to go play and, ready to ball.
I want to take you back. Let's go 10 years, somewhere around 6th grade or something like that. What was on your mind at that time when it came to the game of football?
Hey, man, that's a different type of love for football. Just playing, smelling the cookout, the grill going, the halftime snacks, everything. It was just a different love for the game. That's how I started loving the game. Growing up playing the game like that.
All right. We also asked him about the Miami Dolphins. I have that in another clip. This was the interview where he said, Hafley recruited him from high school. So I got the wrong clip right now because there's another clip when I asked him about the Dolphins. He talked about he loved to play in Miami. Jeff Hafley was the one who recruited him from high school. We talked about a lot of stuff. Now, Mansour Delane, after the interview, I didn't really get to talk to him much because a lot of people were still asking him questions. So I just went off to the next person. So we didn't really have a one-on-one outside of the 1 minute and a half interview. And there's more questions I asked. I just clipped that up. So I really didn't get a feel on him from a personal standpoint. Like, I like to camera off. What's up, man? So, where you from? All this and that. I start chopping it up with them just to see who they are as people, personable. And I'm disappointed. He's one that I wasn't able to actually just chop it up with outside of asking questions in the interview. All right. We got another one. Give me a second. We got another one. Let me bring this one up. All right, so we have none other than Mr. Maui Goa. Yes.
Table Sports, we have Francis Maui Goa here. Listen, man, first of all, congratulations on an excellent college career. This experience, you already have a brother in the NFL. What has this experience been like for you?
It's been ups and downs. There's a lot of anxiety, really anxious, not nervous, but really anxious. Just going with the flow at this point. Worrying about too much is not going to do anything for me, so I'm just going with it.
Awesome. What type of impact do you think you can have on a team day one in the NFL?
They going to see. I'm not really the type of guy to say anything. My film and my practice films have spoken a lot about me. So I'm not really a talker. I'm more of a shower. So whoever picks me, then they're going to get the best out of me.
All right, so this one was a little more interesting. I want to talk about this one a little because I chopped it up with him afterwards. I cut out the part of the Dolphin part, but you can go to my Twitter and you'll see when I asked him about the Dolphins question. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I didn't feel it was genuine. He was like, yeah, Miami, yeah, my dad's down there. I would like to be that. I just didn't feel the genuineness from Maui Goa about going to Miami. Just keeping it a buck with y'all. Unless it's just him not wanting to be drafted at 11 and wanting to be taken sooner or something. But I didn't really get like that. I thought it was like, let me just tell you what all organizations will want to hear. But I don't know about Miami. And that's just me. That's kind of what I got from him. It could be totally wrong. He could really legitimately want to, I would love to output. I ain't get that whatsoever. Okay. I mean, if you go check out the video, just check out the laugh after I asked, and you be the judge. So go on X, look at my interview of him asking him about the Dolphins, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. But yeah, these are all the clips of me not asking about the Dolphins as much, other than the first two you saw, the other questions that I asked, because I put out the Dolphin stuff yesterday. But I wanted y'all to get a little peek into, some of these guys. And, we talked to, Max, whoever, like we talked Downs. We got interviews of all of these guys, Max, Downs, Reese. We got Prognum. We got a lot of guys that we interviewed, but I kind of made sure that I hit the ones that Dolphins might actually have a chance to get first. That was my priority. Ruben Bane, Mai Lemon, Mansour Delane we ain't going to get, but I would love to see him, so I had to get him. Maui Goa. I also got Ty Simpson, but I ain't asking no Dolphins questions, He actually stomped me. I screwed up my interview with Ty Simpson. I ain't screw it up. I tried to rebound it though. So let me explain. So here's how it works. So when media is bum rushing players, right? You have everybody there. You got to get in there. You got to get your question. And when you get your question, the usual decorum is the rest of the media will respect you to get 3 to 4 questions in consecutively. So it's like when somebody's done, you hear 5 people trying to get in. But if you're dominant and you get in and everybody else lay back, you ask your question, they'll sit back for about 3 to 4 more questions and let you get yours. And then everybody will try to be the one to go again. So while you're trying to get in, when you finally get in, sometimes you forget what the first question was. So Ty Simpson was the one because he had a lot of people around him, and I got in there because that's one of my strengths, man. Whenever I'm around all these media members, I get in there. I ain't playing these games. I'm getting my coverage. So but Ty Simpson was hard. I missed it like 4 times, but then I got in. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, what's the question I was supposed to ask? And I was like, what was your favorite team growing up? And he was like, oh, the Tennessee Titans. But I was so flustered that I just got in, and the answer was quick, that I said, oh, so how would you feel if the Titans draft you? And I'm like, oh my gosh, Cam Ward. I'm like, what am I doing? So he was like, oh, it'll be great. So I tried to clean it up by saying, so how would that quarterback competition look between you and Cam Ward? Well, I'll compete and this and that. And, he's saying all of this stuff. And then I got off of that and started asking him some legitimate questions, and then some questions about potentially getting drafted to the Jets. But that was the one I screwed up, man. So I ain't put it out yet. I didn't put that one out. I got it like literally right here on my phone. I didn't put it out. That's the only one I ain't put out because it was like, why? Why put it out? I'll probably put it out at some point. Man, where is it? Let me see. Oh, there it is. But yeah, but we got interviews of all these guys. I'm going to take some questions, and then I'm going to get into more of some of the things that I want to discuss. Oh, that sun coming through now. Y'all see the glare? So, by the way, we're literally in Pittsburgh Steelers Stadium. They expect 700,000 people. At first, I was like, nah, maybe 350. I believe it's going to be 700,000 now. When you walk around this city, I believe it's going to be a lot of people. It's crazy. I mean, you got a whole area behind me right here. I'm going to get my cell phone and I'm going to tap into the stream and show y'all some of this stuff. It's a whole courtyard here, way on that side. It's all kind of stuff, people outside, people in the stadium. It's crazy. And it's early. Like 90% of the people ain't even got here. So it's a crazy atmosphere. I couldn't believe it when the city projected 700,000 people to be in attendance, y'all. I mean, the stadium probably only hold about 100 and something in the seats. But I don't think they're going to occupy all the seats. So they're going to have a whole thing inside and a whole thing outside. It's a crazy situation here, man. Hell, we had to carry all of our equipment, and we had to walk probably like a mile and a half. My backpack had at least 100 pounds of metal, metal equipment and cameras, laptop, wiring, everything. I had lugging 100 pounds plus the new banner that we got created. But I made it. I made it. All right. Then they said, "Hey man, let's all go to the bar." Nah, I'm straight. I'm finna go live. I'm finna go talk to my peeps and have some fun. We're gonna enjoy this draft together, y'all. So hit that like button. All right. All right, we got another super chat. Thanks to Walt Dog, said trade 30 to Jags for wide receiver Thomas Jr., big wide receiver one. You know, people keep talking about Brian Thomas Jr., but have the Jags come out and said he's available yet? I mean, isn't this all speculation of because isn't it all speculation? Unless y'all tell me something that I don't know, y'all gonna have to let me know. Prayer for the internet wants everybody in the area. Well, we should be good. You don't understand. My credentials are Radio Row. So what do I mean by that? I don't want to disconnect mine. Let me take somebody else's. And those who know Jake Asman, the Jets, the Jake Asman show with the Jets, he's gonna be sitting right in front of me, facing me, and I'm facing him. Like that's how it is. But this is his cord. We all have direct lines for if you got access to Media Row. So Roundtable Sports, last year we got approved for Radio Row for 4 credentials, and that was a blessing. But this year, it shocked us because they approved us for 4 Radio Row and 4 Media Workroom. And we thought it was the same thing. And we were like, oh, okay, we got 4. We got access to both areas. But it was confusing because if you have Radio Row, you got access to everything. But we didn't think nothing of it. Then next thing you know, a week and a half ago, we were like, hold on, we actually have 8 credentials they granted us this year. So they're increasing our coverage, what they're allowing us, which is a blessing, which is crazy because it's not easy to get for everybody. And so the good thing is with Roundtable Sports, we were able to bring a lot of the interns with us that's been working. We have interns that graduated the internship program that's been working for like a year with us. And some of those guys we were able to invite to give them experience, show them what behind the scenes look like and have access. And they're loving it. They are having a ball. They're loving it. And I love that too, just from a company standpoint, because, every chance we get, we try to expose people to this side of things and thankful to the NFL because they are seeing our work and seeing that, hey, let's give them more. They look like they're worth it, in other words, because other people, hey, can y'all have any extras, this and that? They only approve 1 or 2, but last year they gave us 4 and this year they gave us 8. So, but it's only 4 Radio Row and then 4 Media Workroom. But there's no difference this year. Last year there was a difference, but this year Media Row is on this side and Media Workstation is on the other side, and I could see it from where I'm at. They just don't have all the connections and stuff like that. So we'll be rotating, we'll be doing stuff, and it'll be pretty dope. Glad you showed up today, LOL. Man, what you talking about? Roundtable Sports taking over. We're trying to, man. That's why I thank each and every one of y'all who support Roundtable Sports through, AFC East Roundtable, Fourth and Forever, Roundtable Sports. It's digital real estate, y'all. The more you grow it, the more opportunity you have. People see your brand, and that's what we're trying to do. Grow the brand, become a household name in the sports media, and then that's going to open the door to what we're pursuing. That's going to just blow it up, but we're grinding to get to that specific point that's going to allow us to trigger something that's going to, and y'all will know when it happens. You'll know, but we are on the way and on pace. I'll put it like that. Beyond the Details said, who we drafting at 11 TD, what would you put your money on? Dang, bro, let's see the banner. The banner? You mean the new Roundtable Sports backdrop banner that we just had made? I don't know. You got to let me know which one you talk about. Who are we drafting? that based off of what I'm being told, if Ruben Bane there, they're taking him. They're taking him. I just don't think he's going to be there, y'all. And to say who are we drafting? Who's on the board? We don't know. Let me tell you the two factors that's going to help people understand this draft. Number one is going to be, does Love slide, the running back? If he slides, we're screwed. The other factor is, who are the Giants going to take at 5 and 10? That can really set things off. Let me ask y'all a question. I posed this to the gentleman this morning, and they were blown away because nobody has thought about this. There is one team that can screw this whole draft up. It ain't likely, but it's the Raiders. What if the Raiders don't draft Mendoza? They gonna draft him. I know. But what if they did? The consensus number one, that's all the media saying. We ain't heard a word from the Raiders. What if they were to pass on Mendoza? Wouldn't that be crazy? Wouldn't that be crazy? Man, JD the Great. See, this is what I'm talking about. Been a member 41 months. He's been rocking with us probably even longer. But ladies and gentlemen, that's almost 3.5 years. Congratulations, TD, on success, and see y'all here in DC next year. Fins up no matter what. Thank you, JD. You know, Glenn, JD, it's so many people beyond the detail that support this channel. And what y'all don't understand is JD the Great. When you see 41 months of membership, that means he joined the membership, and every month for 41 months, he has contributed to the success of this channel. Whatever tier he decided to select, he has contributed for 41 straight months to this channel, man. Yeah, hit me up, JD. Yeah, because I'm about to start getting me some merch drops, and I'm going to have to send you something, bro. I'm going to have to, because I got to get my merch together, and I'm going to have to send you something. I appreciate your continued support. It's a lot of people. Glenn, I mean, it's so many. I ain't going to start naming, because then if I forget somebody, be like, you didn't mention me, and I don't want nobody mad at me. But I just thank everybody who support what we do. If you want to become a member, though, hit that join button below. Those who are members, you have the distinct ability to gift memberships to other people that might not be able to become a member. Just FYI, okay? Okay, so here's what I am hearing, but I don't like the source. It's somebody who's plugged in, but they've been wrong before. That's why I'm not really, I usually don't even repeat what these people say. I just mention it. But the Dolphins are looking to trade out of 30. I'm hearing that they could very well move into the second round and double up there and basically have 3 second-round picks. I don't know how I feel about it. Y'all got to let me know in the chat. Would you be okay if Dolphins move from 30 out of the first round to acquire 2 second-round picks? I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like it, but I don't have a reason why I don't like it, other than my 5th-year option. Honestly, it might be smart and solid. I'm just conflicted because I want to pick at 30, but 3 second-round picks might just be more valuable. Because we already got a second. Trading out of 30, we're trying to get 2 additional seconds. The thing is, would that have to be a second in 2027, or would it be 2 this year? That's what I don't know the detail. And again, I don't even know if this is credible. I'm telling y'all, I'm getting this from somebody who has been right on some crazy stuff, but also been wrong on some obvious stuff. So take it for a grain of salt. So don't mock me on this. Don't take it as TD said. No, I hear people out that I know that are connected to certain people and talk to certain people, but I don't take everybody for their word, because this is the first I'm even hearing of it, period, ever, even a suggestion. And by the way, that was last night. I ain't heard nothing today. I ain't heard nothing today. Well, I've been packing and trying to get here and set up. I haven't heard nothing from nobody today. All right. A broke clock right twice a day. TD. Yeah, so that's why I try my best to tell y'all when I feel very strong about something and when, I got secondhand hearsays, but don't take it as real credibility or whatever. So, because we can get to pick 30 and pick our player and no talk of a trade. So I don't know. All right. And then my main person that I talk to that I know everything ain't answering the phone or responding right now, but rightfully so. I know why they not. So we solo dolo. What you think about my boy Delane? I just talked about it. I just played the interview that I had with Delane, but I'm disappointed. He was the one guy. After the interview, I didn't spend another 2 to 5 minutes just chopping it up with them. And so, because there was so many people around him getting questions. So he's cool. Delane is cool. I like him. Based off of the limited interaction I had with him. Had a lot of interaction with Lemon. A lot of interaction with wait, hold on. Give me a second. Let me see if I got that video. But it's not edited yet. All right. Well, I'll do that next week. Let's see how the night fall, and then I might have an exclusive for y'all. Something that was told to me. It'll be pretty dope if it happens. Then I can put it out next week and be like, wow, this was already said before the draft. But we'll see. We test people and their credibility around here. Take Jacob Rodriguez at 30, then float Jordan Brooks, trade block. They say this is the least talented draft, but it's the most unknown draft I have ever been a part of. Y'all have to feel this. Y'all have to feel it. This is the most uncertain draft I have ever witnessed. Ever. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know who's trading up, who's trading down. Here's what I was told last night. Everybody's trying to move out in the teens. When you get to like 17 to 28, everybody trying to get out of there. Almost everybody. And I said this recently. Once you get to 11, between 11 and pick 30, man, the stock for these players are pretty similar at their positions. Once you get from about 11 to 30 in that bracket, 11 to 30, the stock is very similar on many of these players, which makes it not worth it, because if you could move down from 11 to 22, you're going to get the same caliber of player. So, yeah, top 10 is top 10. Then you got another maybe 12 to 13 first round caliber guys, and the rest of them on the fringe. And so here's we were talking about it last night. This is the breakdown. You got a top 10 undisputed almost in this draft. And then from like 11 to 23, there are about 12 to 13 more first round talents. But then what gets you up to 28, another 5 players that have an injury that everybody know they would have been probably a top 15 guy, but an injury got them late first or early second. You got a lot of those out here. Maui Goa can fall because of that back. There's a lot of players. There's a lot of players that had injuries and their stock went down. Their stock is falling. So we'll see. All right, I think we got another super chat. Oh, I already got that. Salute to the brother JD. Golden Thumb said, I feel like all the first and second round talent will be gone by 30. I say use our second to move up at 30. Keep our thirds to draft the third round talent. I say use our second to move up at 30. Move up? Keep our third. No, I ain't trying to come at you, Golden Thumb, but that's a bad idea, bro. Maybe I'm wrong, but are you proposing using our second round pick and our number 30 pick to move up? Or just use the second to move up in the top 30 again? So you'll have to add something to it. 43 and another second next year, or 2/3. That's the only way you get back up in the first. You're going to have to give up 43 and maybe 2/3. So you're basically saying go get 3 first round picks. I think he means package 30 in the second to move up. No, you can't do that. That's bad. No, you can't. You can't package 30 in the second round pick. What to move up to 15? To move up to in the second round pick. No, that probably only moves you up to 21 or something, 22. No, you can't do that, bro. Now, if you want to take that second round pick and add 2/3 to it to get up to like 26 or something like that, 27, if that gets it done, I ain't gonna never complain about 3 first round picks. Yeah, so let me tell you, I'm gonna give you my unpopular opinion on what the Dolphins should do. Unpopular opinion, and I know people are gonna be like, "This ain't Madden, bro." It's possible, okay? I would trade down from 11 into the late teens and pick up an additional second round pick. So now I got like say 19, 30 in 2 seconds. I would pick at 19. Then when I get to 30, if somebody wants to move up, I'll trade out of 30 for a 2027 first round pick. Because don't forget, it's 30, y'all. You got 29 chances of flipping that to a better pick next year. And it probably is going to be way better. I would flip number 30 for a 2027 first and then operate off of my 2 second round picks. I would operate off of my 2 second round picks and make those picks. And secure a first round pick next year. That's a profit, by the way. Getting rid of number 30 to get a future first, it's a no-brainer. The odds of you having a worse draft pick or the same are literally less than 5%. And don't let you luck out and get one of these teams that end up having you picking in the top 10 because you did that, plus your own draft pick. Somebody say you're not getting 2 second rounders for 30. That's not what I said. I said trade pick 11 and move down to around 19. That's good enough to help you acquire an additional second round pick. So if a team is at 20 and they move down to 11, they're going to give us 20 and a second round pick. That's the cost. It might even get like a 4th thrown in there for us, but that's the cost. That's the cost. That's what gives you another second round pick. So you make your pick at 20, and then when you get to 30, see if you could trade with one of those teams for a future first. But you still got 2 second round picks. But it sets you up way better for next season to continue to build the roster. Just a strategic thing. Y'all got to think about this. Do y'all realize the Jets are drafting at 2 because of the trade for Sauce Gardner? It wasn't they pick. Is it Sauce? It's somebody. They drafted early because of the trade. And they have 3 first-round picks next year because of the trade. So, and plus think about it. Denver gave us that pick. Denver's going to do well, obviously, but we need to flip that pick if we can to maybe get a 2027 first. I don't care who it is. You trying to move back in the first round? You want to know who wants to move back in the first round right there so they can get Ty Simpson? Arizona or the Jets. They still going to suck next year. That's the perfect team to go ahead and move up to 30. They're going to suck next year. You get their first round pick for next year? Psh, come on. Oh, 2 is their own pick at 16 still. Imagine going from 30 to 16. Like that's the gamble that you take, but it's a good gamble. It's a great gamble. Giving up pick 30 for a future first. And plus, here's another key. That's a future first. Plus, they're going to give you something else because they moving up. You might get another third or something in that. I'm just saying. This is going to be a crazy night just to see who everybody takes, man. And we're going to be live the entire time. We're going to be live on the Roundtable Sports setup, but this channel right here will be live, okay? You will see it all. Let's see. Again, y'all make sure that y'all punch that like button. Let me see here. Okay, I'll get that for y'all for tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to wear my Dolphins gear. Tonight, I just came, blacked out. Black and white round table style. Tomorrow, I'm going to put some Dolphin gear on. Tomorrow is just so important to me. 5 picks tomorrow. That's where you're going to win or lose this draft for the Dolphins. 5 picks tomorrow. That's hold on. Let's see. Enhance rotation. Y'all give me a second. Pop up. I'm getting your connections. Your site is not. Y'all give me one moment. Turn on protections. All right. Sorry, y'all. I just had to update something for the internet to continue to work. Yeah, this is weird. Good evening, Terrell. Y'all give me one moment. I'm going to be right back at it. Let me try it another way. Filtering. Very interesting. All right. We'll get that later. Oh my gosh, man. Shout out to Glenn who just blessed the channel big time. Y'all look at this, man. Glenn just gifted 5 memberships to the channel for 5 lucky people. Let me see if I can read them. And y'all bear with me from a production standpoint. It's pretty tough because I could not pack my additional monitor to work all my screens. So I only have the one laptop screen to move stuff and try to make it work. So that's what's been so difficult. If you watched Dolphins Collective yesterday, you saw it was technical difficulties because uh, I'm operating off of one screen, and it was chaos. It was chaos because at home I got three screens and I can have the stream on one. I can have what I'm looking at on another. I can have, add stuff on another one, but one screen, it is chaos. So give me a second. I want to be able to read who was blessed with a membership by Glenn. Glenn always been blessing the channel, man. There's certain people that just really, I feel like, have a vested interest in the success of the channel, and I can't thank those individuals enough. Excuse me. All right, here we go. Just pulling up. Okay, here it is. All right, Glenn gifted Big Oats 1775, Jets fan for life, Golden Thumb, The Realist 69, Sloth Boy. All five of you guys got gifted a membership thanks to one of our most loyal members, Glenn. All right. Thank you so much, Glenn, as always, bro. Good stuff. All right. We also have another super chat from Dolphin Gino77. What's up, TD? If we pass on Simpson and Green isn't there, who else would you draft for QB? You got Drew Aller. What's the other kid name? I don't know why I keep messing his name up. I actually like him as a prospect, but like in the 4th round, y'all name him for me because that way I can remember. What's his name? There's another quarterback. Y'all gonna have to name some of them in the comment section. There is another quarterback. He can run a little bit. Y'all help me out because I'm shooting a blank right now. Let me see. Nussmeyer? No, I don't think it's Nussmeyer. Not Drew Aller. Not Beck. It's not Pavia. Cole Payton. That's who I'm talking about. I think that's who it is. I think it's Cole Payton. 5th round or something like that. I wouldn't. Drew Aller's probably going to be gone in the late 3rd. I think Drew Aller's going to be gone in the 3rd. I wouldn't mind a guy like Cole Payton. I wouldn't. Now, other people may not agree with that, but I've seen a little on him, and I'm fine with a Cole Payton. I'm fine. If you are on X watching right now, we're about to shut off the X feed. We're going to go primarily YouTube and Facebook. So again, if you are on X watching this stream right now, which 230 of you are, you need to come over to the YouTube channel, TD PHINS TALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans, okay? This is where we live. I just threw up the X feed to let you know that we are going to be live, but come on over to the YouTube channel, all right? We're going to cut that feed in less than 5 minutes, so I'm going to give you some time, but just letting you know, okay? All right. Glenn said, would you draft McCoy at 30 if he was there, knowing he might need another operation, roll clean his knee out after ACL tear last year? Nah, you can't. You can't. Let me tell you something. This may sound like make me sound like an idiot, but I wouldn't draft him at 43. I mean, we're in a position, Glenn, we can't waste picks. We can't gamble on picks like that. We can't. Remember, taking a guy like that is trying to hit a home run. It's trying to hit a home run. But you don't know what you're going to get post-injury. We are not in a position to take chances like that. I just don't think it's smart for us. Yeah. Um 247 watching Tony. Yeah. Well, on X there was 245. Yeah, and 257 here on YouTube. But we're about to drop the X off. We're about to drop them off. They're about to. That stream is going to end. They're gonna have to come to YouTube to catch the rest of the stream. Um, just like Alan says, Glenn, we can't take a gamble. Yeah, it's just delicate right now. This ain't the place where, yeah, in my opinion, we got too many needs. You got to get players who does not have an injury that's going to concern you just for the upside. Because if you miss, you just wasted. You just wasted a nice player. Wasted a player. The Dolphins met with Boston 3 times, more than any prospect. Interesting. Uh, where do they pick them if they want them? Where do they pick them? That's the key. That's the question. Where do they pick them? Who knows? That's what it's going to come down to. Um, Quarterback, last third round pick, first fourth round pick. If you want to bring another guy in the building, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If you're not making a big splash like Ty Simpson, then I don't care about getting a quarterback. We still got Quinn Ewers. It's the disrespect to Quinn Ewers is greater than anything. Even myself, man, I'm all on Malik Willis, but Quinn Ewers, he still has upside. And what's happening to Quinn Ewers right now is exactly what happened to Malik Willis in Tennessee. You know, Quinn didn't play great, but he wasn't a slouch. He still got upside. But the new regime coming in, they're getting their guy. And that doesn't mean Quinn is not a good quarterback, though. And this is where people make the mistake. This is where they got it twisted. That's why everybody keep on talking trash about Malik Willis and not being fair, not recognizing what actually happened in Tennessee. Similar situation, just like this. Very similar situation. So, yeah, and by the way, that's why I believe in Malik Willis so much too. Because I do not take what happened in Tennessee and use any bit of that as a that's who he is. No. I knew what the circumstances were in Tennessee. Didn't get no real first team reps. Tannehill got hurt and he was thrown in without no chemistry. The game plan wasn't built for him. And yeah, I don't take that as anything. Now, when you look at Green Bay and he gets a chance to sit and get polished, and when he was called on, he was ready. That's what I evaluate, that version of Malik Willis, not this version everybody else wants you to believe. Willis could play good, and we still only win 3 to 4 games. Glenn, you crazy, man. Glenn, what's up with you, man? Why are you on this 3 to 4 game trip? Listen to me, Glenn. First of all, let me get something straight with all Dolphin fans. The O-line is not in as danger of a situation as y'all make it seem. The offensive line is not, I repeat, the O-line is not in as dire straits as people would make it seem. We have 3 anchors right now who at this very second are healthy. Austin Jackson is considered healthy right now. Aaron Brewer is considered healthy. And Patrick Paul is healthy. Okay? Yeah. Do we have guard concerns? Absolutely. But we got the anchors, the outsides and the middle. Now, in this draft, I believe that they're going to they're going to draft a player that's a hybrid that could play tackle and guard. that is going to surefire at least one side of this line, and they're not going to give up on the competition at the other guard position. I am not as concerned about the O line as long as they bring at least one guy in with one of those top 3 picks. And I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't even be mad if early in the 3rd round we selected a guard. I'm not stressing about no O line. Like, and another element, Malik Willis is a mobile quarterback. Y'all are gonna understand the difference now. Yes, that doesn't mean he still won't run for his life. That don't mean he still won't get sacked, but he will be able to make more happen than the previous quarterback could in those tough situations when the line does break down. So I don't have an issue with the line, and I sure as heck don't have an issue with the running back position. Tight end position, I also don't have an issue with, because Dosage is a good pass catching tight end, and you just bring in another young guy. You get somebody late on post June 1st. Don't forget, you still got Jonnu and Waller available out there that post June 1st you might want to pursue. The real thing is getting a wide receiver in this draft. If we don't get a wide receiver in the top 3 picks, we fail. I don't care nothing about no 3rd round receiver. Y'all miss me with that crap. We failed. We failed. You gotta get one, at least. Last year, Drake May had at least Stephon Diggs, who was a shell of himself, but at least you gotta get one. The rest of those guys are Jags. They're just guys. Because if you don't get one, let me tell y'all why they're going to get a wide receiver in the top 3 picks. Unless some guy falls in the early 3rd round like Bell or something, shockingly, let me tell you why they're going to get one in the first 3 picks. Everybody that get fired in Miami is because of the quarterback. So they're going to start their career and don't give them nothing. Y'all done lost y'all mind. Y'all done lost every bit of y'all mind. You think they're going to start their career backing Malik Willis and then don't even give him nothing? Stop, man. Like, stop. And if that happens, boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. So they're going to at least get him one weapon in those top 3 picks. Even if it's 43. It ain't the most ideal. But there's guys right there at 43 that is going to be available. Like, I like guys like Ted Hurst, Bell, that injury. Bell would have been top 10. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Would Bell have not been top 10 if he didn't get hurt? I think, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. And yeah, somebody said we getting Sadiq. I wouldn't mind Sadiq. That checks the box because he is really a wide receiver. He's a better version of Mike Gesicki. But get a real pass-catching threat. And I ain't gonna lie, Sadiq would probably check 2 boxes for us. He'll probably check 2 boxes for us. Said I never saw Bell play. Bell is one of the best receivers in this draft. Some say he would have been the number 1 hadn't he got hurt. I'm shocked y'all not even aware. I'm shocked y'all not aware. Wow. Interesting. Bell and Hurst in the 3rd round, you'd be happy. If they got both, then okay. Scratch my 1st round or 2nd round, at least get one. If you were to get Bell and Hurst in the 3rd, sign me up. Sign me up. But could you get Bell and Hurst in the 3rd round? See, they're on that cusp. Bell going mid-2nd. His fall just off of that injury is a shocker, but it ain't a shocker. I get it, but yeah. Bell is the most physical receiver in draft. You would have to get him 43. He reminds me of AJ Brown. That's why I said he's mid-second. He's mid-second. And most people say he would have been the number one receiver in this draft hadn't he got hurt. Because people say a non-injured Bell is better than Tate. So, I don't know. Opinions, right? Opinions. Bell not playing till November. It's fine. Yeah, I know that. It's fine though. You know, you're drafting a player for the future. The weapon he is, though. I mean, I'm not the one to get him at 11 or 30. I told you, you cannot take those risks. But a top 10 talent at 43, let's go. Now we talking. Now we talking. Bell at 43. Yeah. But again, I'm still betting against myself because of the injury. Because here's how I view Bell. No injury, he would have been top 10. Injury hit, he's probably mid-third round. But the intrigue of somebody everybody know was supposed to be a top 10 player that's now a third rounder, he's going to go in the second round. Wow, 101 receptions and 13 touchdowns for Bell. You just found it. Did you just look that up? Yeah, y'all really didn't know about Bell? See, some of y'all playing the boards because you don't see him up there. Bell, uninjured Bell is probably the best receiver in this draft. For me. To me. Big, fast, physical, everything. Uninjured Bell, the best wide receiver in this draft. You said not to take McCoy at 43. Can't take that chance. No. I get it. I'm just telling the person that says if you want to get him, you'd have to do it at 43. You'd have to do it at 43. So I'm not saying to do it at 43, but you would have to do it at 43. The other person proposed if you can get Bell and Hurts in the third, that's why I said sign me up. I think that's what they said. Skylar Bell, watch out for him. Best route runner in draft. Yeah, man. Yeah. I think I'm starting to feel like right here, right now on this stream, a lot of these people are just learning about Bell. I'm thinking, based off of the comments, I kind of feel like a lot of these people are just hearing about Bell and not really giving them the respect because every mock and every board you see got them late second, early third. Give me 1 second, y'all. Just letting the fellas know what table I'm at. All right. All right, my bad. Okay, Tyson for me. Dude is the most fluid. Can't go wrong. What injury to Bell? Bell, I think, dealing with quads, but he had some injuries in 2025. But then in 2026, he dealt with quad injuries, but he played. He even played. Was he at the Senior Bowl? Because I didn't go to the Senior Bowl. I think he was active early in January, February. He missed the Shrine Bowl or something like that because of the injury. In his pre-draft workout, he couldn't do because of the injury. So that's why he's sliding. But I think he was dealing with quad. Let me look it up. I think it's quad injuries, but let me. All right. Bell has been battling a quadricep injury during practices at the East West Shrine Bowl, and he is likely done for this after a record. Sky Bell is leaving UConn to prepare for the 2026 NFL Draft after a record-breaking 2025. Yeah. Um, Bell is considered a top 20 talent, but the injury could. Wait, hold on. Yeah, 101 catches, 1,300 yards, and 13 touchdowns. Mm. A tackle from Utah at 11, then a DB next. You know, it's a beautiful thing to have holes, but it sucks to have holes because, I was telling somebody this earlier. Do y'all realize you really can't go wrong? You really can't go wrong. You can't go wrong at 11. And if you were to go wrong at 11, I don't know how you can go wrong at 11. Like, there's like 8 picks that, whether you like it or you're like, it still ain't wrong. Miracle Oni said the tackle from Utah at 11, then a DB next. Yeah. Listen, I'm with that too. Give me one of these tackles that can play guard too. I'm fine with that. But this DB next at 30, y'all get Mendoza? What if they don't? What if they shock the whole draft?
That would be wild.
And the Raiders don't select Mendoza. They go Reese or something.
Reese just wouldn't fit.
Y'all just get Mendoza because they say he the best quarterback and you need a quarterback for the future.
I can see us trading back up and getting someone if there's someone still available. But I don't see us moving away from it.
Oh, I know. Y'all going to draft them. I'm just saying that would be the biggest bombshell wild card of the whole draft that'll mess everybody up.
Well, I was saying before ETN went to the Saints, I said, I think the Titans are going to take Jeremiah Love to try to, prevent them from getting. Then they got Travis ETN, and now it's looking more like he's going to fall to the Titans. I feel like
Love,
yeah. I feel like Cardinals will go Reese or Bailey depending on the Jets, and I honestly see the Cardinals trading up at the back end and getting Ty Simpson if he's still there.
Yeah. We'll see. It's going to be an interesting night.
Yeah.
No, this is the most unknown draft ever. Like for people like locking in who they know a team is probably going to take. It's the most unknown.
The problem too is there's not that many like really I would say like blue chip type players in this draft. So it's
you know what I will say? I actually disagree. I think that this is probably one of the most well-rounded drafts because all of these players are going to be may not be elite, but they're all going to be starters.
I feel like they're going to be hidden gems.
A whole bunch of this draft is just full of guys that belong in the NFL. They don't have to be the all-pro, but they are the guys that never get mentioned for Pro Bowl, but right under, and they're just doing their job, doing it well, and playing great football. I feel like that's what it's full of. The first 3 rounds just full of NFL players that they're not just superstars, but they are all NFL players. Yeah. All right, man. Good luck. Sorry, y'all. Saw that Raiders hat. I had to mess with it. If Raiders are going to not select QB, they would have traded pick with Jets and got 2 and 16. Well, listen, Glenn, how you know that ain't gonna happen? You think if the Raiders wanted to trade if the Jets wanted to trade with the Raiders and both teams agreed, the NFL would allow that right now? The NFL would tell both clubs, shut your mouth, let's make it happen on draft night, get these ratings so the salary cap can keep going up. We don't know, man. Then they throw out the giant Cincinnati teaser for y'all. Yeah, you never know. But what I will tell you, man, a Raiders trade at 1 would shake up the whole board for a lot of people. It would really shake it up. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget this stream is being powered by Prize Picks. Play $5, get $50 instantly in lineups. Use code HMA. All right. Prize Picks, the #1 place to get your picks, to get in on the action, available in so many states, and primarily the big ones, of course, Florida, Texas, California. And they also have futures picks that a lot of people have been getting on those future picks. You can project what our team's going to do. The odds right now, this is the time to get in on the picks, because the odds right now for a lot of teams could be totally different come tomorrow after they get certain players. It can increase their odds, lower their odds. All of that will come into play. So supporting our sponsors is supporting the channel. Don't forget to make sure that you use code HMA. All right. Link is in the description of the vehicle. Make sure that you play responsibly and let your friends and family members know as well. Prize Picks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, man, this is about to turn into the pre-draft show. I'll probably do a pre-draft show about 6:00 or so. I don't know. We'll see. But shout out to those who are on X. We're gonna drop the X feed now. I gave y'all like 20 more minutes than I was supposed to. If you want to continue watching the show, make sure you come over to YouTube. Okay, those who are on X watching right now, come over to YouTube. We're gonna continue this show. I'm also gonna drop the link because I want to hear from some of y'all, see what y'all think. Okay, so if you want to be a part of the show, come in and talk to me about the draft. Go ahead and get ready because I'm gonna drop the link. But those who are on X, Twitter, make sure you come over to YouTube. All right. We'll see y'all later, X family. Peace. All right. We have removed the X feed, and now we are rocking with Facebook and YouTube. That's our primarily show channels, okay? But yeah. All right. Let me see here. Thanks, TD. You good, Chip? Make sure you come over to YouTube if you can't see it anymore. TD, I believe it's going to be a magical season. Me too, man. But you know what? People get mad at me for believing it. They don't want me to believe it. Oh, you just trying to sell people? We just got to do good tonight. That's it. We just got to do good tonight. I'm telling you the game plan. We can make the playoffs this year. But here's the game plan. You got to get you one of them nice receivers tonight, okay? It ain't got to be at 11. It could be at 30. It could be at 43. But you got to get you a legitimate, you know what? And maybe it's not a #1. Maybe I want a #1, but maybe it's a #2. But just go get one, okay? You got to get a nice receiver. That's #1. #2. Tackle/guard, some form of that in this draft. If you can attack that early, go ahead and do so. #3, I don't know which one and how you're going to do it, but a corner and or a safety has to be acquired, a staple for the future. As I prioritize what the Dolphins need, I'm going to be honest with y'all. It all depends on pick 11. If you can get a Mansour Delane, we can go offense later. If you can't get a Mansour Delane, maybe you got to get a tackle guard at 11. Or if Mai Lemon is on the board or one of those guys, Tyson, you get your wide receiver at 11. You can. Whatever combination, one trench player on the offense, one receiver, one secondary member, whether it's corner or safety, but a nice secondary member that we all could say, yes, he's a dude. He gonna be solidify his position. First 3 picks, it just got to be in that order. Now, there's a wild card in this. We could end up going edge. And that's not throwing a wrench in it. It's just a matter of where are you going edge. If you go edge, I prefer 30. One of them guys you like sitting there, go 30. I don't want to edge at 11, y'all. I don't. I really don't. Because who you want at 11? You want to go Falk? Is he going to be there? If Bane is there, that's a no-brainer. That's it. If one of those two are on the board, okay. But nothing outside of that. Don't do that to us. And when you get in that third round, if there's a clear guy you like to be a starter, obviously. But I have a different philosophy in the third round. I don't believe in best player available. I don't believe in best player available in the third round, especially when you got 4 third-round picks. What I believe in the third round is quality depth. What do I mean by that? So if you already have a starter at a position, third round is quality depth to start filling your roster. So that if a guy goes down, that backup that you got in the third round is really, hey, he's turning out to be a really good, solid player. That's what I want. Looking for starters in the third round is going to set you up for failure. I'd rather you draft people in the third round at positions we already have solidified starters for and give those areas the proper depth that they deserve. Same with the fourth round. Now, when you get in the 5th and 6th and 7th, best player available. See what you can find. But 3rd and 4th round, stop looking for starters. Look for depth that has an potential to one day be a starter. Because the expectation will be right in line with who they are, and they can be on this roster for a while. But if you're getting a guy to start and they don't work out, you wasted a pick because you had higher expectations on them. So somebody said teams that hit on round 3 through 5 always have success. Yeah, because here's why. This is why you got to get your third round at positions of success already. This is why you got to get a linebacker in the third round. This is why you should get a center in the third round. This is why you should get a right tackle in the third round. Y'all see where I'm going with this? Brooks. This is why you should get a defensive tackle in the third round. So Brooks, Zach Sealer, Austin Jackson, Aaron Brewer. All 4 of those players, you should be getting the guy to sit behind them for 1 year and be their backup in the third round. And maybe next year when you move on from all 4 of those players potentially, at least 2 of them ready to step up and start. That's how you got to work this, because we're talking about all these holes we have now and how we're about to fill some of them. Y'all not thinking of the simple fact that there's going to be more holes. There's going to be new created holes next year too. Like this purging the roster. There's like 4 players that still have to go. Zach Sealer's one of them. He got to go in the near future. Aaron Brewer is another. He might have to go in the near future unless they get a deal done. When they get a deal done, then we scratch that. But until they get a deal done, these guys are not guaranteed for the future. So you need to start preparing for that future. And you do that in the third round because they get quality time to develop. Like Omar keeps saying, you can't coach all these rookies. Exactly. That's why you go get them in the third round. And the experience sitting behind a starter is starting the process of coaching themselves. Then they get the major attention next year. That's how that's supposed to work. That's what I'm telling you, man. That's why day 2 is so vital. That second and third round is huge. And so in the fourth round of day 3 is huge too. But 5th, 6th, 7th, and go get best. Fifth round, 6th round, and 7th round, right? Are all players that are not NFL like starting caliber prospects that came from schools where they were like, oh, this was the offensive guard of the year in the Pac-10. I mean, he was the leader in receptions in D2 football, and he won the Iron Man award for his whole conference. He was the best at this in his conference, in these smaller conferences, in these D2 schools and all of that stuff. He was the best player in the entire this and that of his division. That's what the 5th, 6th, and 7th round is. All those guys that shined at smaller schools, but they didn't get put up against the bigger competition as much. So they don't trust those results from the small school. That's why you look at a guy in the 6th round. Oh my gosh, he caught 80 passes for 1,600 yards. Yeah, but he ain't played nobody. But we're going to respect what he did because he dominated all the chumps. So let's bring him into camp and see what he can do against the big boys. If he holds his own, okay. Because here's why they don't trust those guys. Because with today's NFL, you're actually going to see more and more small school players. No, less and less, excuse me. You're going to see less and less small school players get drafted. Why? Because in today's league, if you ball out at a small school, they expect you to transfer to a bigger school because you proved yourself. And bigger schools are looking for you. And if you never moved up, something's wrong to them. That's why players move from, I'm this over here, but now I'm about to go to this school, a bigger school and all. That's the name of the game now. So small school players are going to be drafted less and less moving forward. But those small school players, they got to ball out and hurry up and move to a bigger school if they were that good and go with a bigger college and have that 1 year. Do you know how many players that nobody talking about only had 1 year at their last school and now they're in the NFL draft? Because they balled out at a small school, went to a big school, balled out again, and bam, now they in the draft. That's how it works. So it's not as many guys that are 3-4 year starters at a school anymore. So yeah, that's how it works, man. Again, y'all punch that like button. We are here at the draft, live coverage. That tackle from Utah at 11, then a DB next. Oh, I already read that. I keep reading that one. Oh man. So, matter of fact, we're going to take a little intermission. So, I'm going to sign into this same StreamYard. And I'm going to take y'all on a walk. Hopefully it works. Give me a second. So, I'm just logging in on my phone. Yep, I'm live. Okay, I'm going into studio. Allow microphone. Enter studio. All right. Give me a second. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Landscape. All right. See if I can flip the camera. That camera. All right. The reception isn't great. Hold on. Let me see if I can go on the Wi-Fi. Okay, draft Wi-Fi. All right. So, as y'all can see, y'all can barely see out there. Yeah, these trees are blocking a lot. This is me. I gotta set up round table stuff. Oh, it's backwards. All right, we're just gonna take a little 5-minute walk. How do you plan on talking to him now? So it goes all the way down to the point that y'all can't see anymore, and it comes back this way is what we came in. See why I say it's empty now? It's probably like 10% of the people here. People starting to show up.
Hey, Mac. Yeah. Yeah, please.
Literally leaving my computer live, taking the phone with me so I can come out here and give y'all some of this draft action. Press conference, media tour. So excuse me. So is this going to be the press conference? Going to be this way?
No, the press conference is that big open area right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh, so they're just going to bring the player out here?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll just interview from there. All right, thank you. Awesome. Frequency, if you want to tie into the draft frequency, which we don't do because they control it. So this is the stadium. So the draft board is down at that bottom. So hold on, this camera is backwards. Let me see. Back, ultra wide cam. Yeah, it's hard to gauge, but anyway. So as y'all see, people are starting to come. I guess they are gonna open the. Are they gonna open that side up of the stadium? Okay, just this, just okay. So they're opening up all of this for people to come in. As you see, people are starting to flood in. Then the media. We're in the executive suite areas, and we got the whole row down. But hey, let's travel a little.
Came in the wrong way. We're just checking. God bless. Have a great day. Thank you.
All right, y'all. I'll take y'all with me.
For 5 days.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Good. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I'm gonna go a long way.
Oh, this is going up?
Up, yeah. Fortunately, you're going up.
Thank you.
I'm on manual.
Thank you.
Sure. Are we all right? The sun's really nice up here.
Yeah, so it's really stopping up there for about a minute. But I need to. Otherwise, it's really dark. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, so I need moments. Just a moment. That's all. See you soon. All right, thanks, dude.
Hello. No media exit. Where do we exit?
Right here to the
All right,
left.
thank you.
Oh, really?
All right. All right.
Thanks.
I can't wait till I can sit down.
Look at DWA. Dolphins with attitude out here, man. We gotta go say hi to these fellas, man. So they got DWA in the building?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Let me get you. I'm live right now.
Oh, you already know what time it is, man.
Tell 'em we out here,
TWA, baby, you already know. We worldwide, baby. Let's go. Get the letter.
I love it, man. Y'all good?
Yeah, man.
All right, man.
Good to see you, man.
Same, bro.
You ready?
All right.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah, it's a lot of people gonna be here, man. Y'all have fun. Oh man. All right, let me flip it.
What's up, TD?
What's up, man? You out here, hey man.
Is the workroom up there? We're trying
So
to
just come through here. You're gonna,
yeah.
you're gonna go in here to take the elevator to the second. We're in the like executive suites. They open that area up and put the tables.
Is Rich
You
and everybody
radio?
else up here?
Yeah, but they're at the bar right now. You on Radio Row or Open Media?
Open media.
Yeah. So the first part is gonna be Radio Row, but then just keep going around, keep going, and you'll see the open tables.
Okay.
So take one because not as many people here, but it's gonna flood up.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, fellas. Woo! Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh. Oh, that's where I needed to go, the NFL shop, because I need a draft hat, man. So one thing I said I was gonna get and ain't did. Get this draft hat. That's crazy. I left my laptop and all that live right now just to take y'all on the phone. Hopefully nobody mess with it and mess up the stream. Hold on, let me see. Let me see where the Dolphin went at first. Where the Dolphin helmet? Oh, it's down at the end. I ain't going down there. Casino Drive, Rivers Casino. He ain't taking my money. So Steel City Kitchen. They got food places, everything out here. This is a big skeptical. This is a big event. All of these are food places and all that good stuff. And guess what? They do this around the whole stadium. This is just one side. Every side of the stadium has all kind of stuff. When they say 700,000 people, yeah, it's crazy. Y'all punch that like button for me. We're just doing a quick tour. We're gonna go in the shop. Only thing I don't like, they be taxing for the gear, man. Everybody walking to get this expensive merch. All right. So we're gonna go in here and see if we see a nice draft hat. And hopefully they ain't adding Pittsburgh tax. You only live one time, TD, get it. You only live. Oh, okay, I'm saying live. Well, same word. One time, TD, get it, bro.
TD, don't go buying any Tua merch. Man, that's out back, man. That's out back. Listen, you only live once. Hey, listen, I got 6 kids. Every decision I make financially, think about my family. So, no, I'm good, but yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. They got us walking loop, the loop, the loop, the loop. How's the weather out there, TD? You know what? It's about 69 or something like that. You know, when we leave, we're probably not going to leave here until like 1:30 a.m. As media. Maybe even like last year, we left around 2 in the morning media because the players, when they get drafted, they don't get interviewed for another hour until after they get drafted. So even when the draft over, we're doing interviews and all of that stuff. So we're here all night. But by then, it's gonna be about it's probably gonna be like 60, 62 degrees or something like that. And that's cold for me coming from Florida. Besides Steelers fans, what's the second most fans out there? Everybody. That's the point. It's gonna be majority of the city, but everybody. I mean, I look out in the crowd. I got Bills in my sight. I got Lions. I got Broncos, Patriots, and this is just me randomly looking. Patriots again, Bucks, Dolphins, Rams, uh, Dolphins again. Interesting. And Browns. I mean, everybody, like, the draft is actually bigger than most people think. And proof is the 700,000 they expect. All right, we in here, baby. A Dolphin belt, a wrestling belt. I don't know if y'all saw it, but why don't y'all guess in the chat how much they charging for it? That's why I look for my draft hat and get up out of here. I want y'all to guess how much they're charging for that Dolphins belt. Take a guess. Somebody said the Dolphins belt is awesome. Pretty nice draft hat though. 500, wrong. 200, way wrong. It's 600 bucks. They got the sign up there. It says 600 bucks. Okay? 600 bucks, man. It's crazy. All right, man. What are these draft hats? Free limited edition NFL patch. See, that's the beauty. If you come to the draft and you get the draft hat, they give you the free patch that comes with it. So here's the Dolphins. It's a shine. And this is the patch that comes with it.
Under the hat, look inside. In the brim. Yeah.
In the brim? Oh, man. That's fire. That's like Miami palm trees.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Inside the hat. Yeah, I'm live. Y'all say hi, man. Oh. I'll say what's up. Go Commanders. Now, they represent terrible teams, but this is good teams, man. Bill's here. Bill's got here. Oh, man. Oh, especially these. Oh, Bills. Josh Allen's not a good quarterback.
He's an MVP.
Josh Allen's
King Daniels, best quarterback in the league.
Malik Willis will be MVP this year. What's up, man?
Yeah.
All right, man. Y'all. Hey, right there. Have a great day. Y'all too. I'm gonna sweep y'all this year. Yeah. See, they out here talking trash, man. All right, the draft hat. Oh, it ain't bad. $44.99. That's not bad. Last year it felt like it was. Hold on, till let's see if we find it better. Last year was like 60. Let me come over here. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Let me come over here and see what A-Chain going for.
What they trying to do with my boy? Ooh, A-Chain going for 150. He better have 150 yards a game.
Or maybe, they only got 4.
That's what he better have. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, man. Can y'all hear me in the chat? Let me know. Can you hear me? TD, your live working. It should be good now. Let me know. All good. Okay. So I got a dilemma. This one, oh man, hold on. I picked up the wrong hat. I realized. So this one has the curved top, and this one is a fitted. And the fitted is $49.99. We're gonna go with the fitted. We're gonna put the other one back. Wait, let's make sure the fitted got palm trees. Yep. Pretty dope. Sorry.
Oh, you're good?
All right.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay. So they doing free patches on the hat, I think. So let me get in line for this because I can get a patch on the hat. And then back.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm watching you. Excuse me. Do we just wait behind someone?
Check out here.
Okay. Oh, you know me? Where you know me from?
YouTube.
YouTube? What's on YouTube?
Famous.
I'm fan. No, I'm not. I would like to be. What's up, man? You good? Oh, you good, Ross?
I can check you out and then the podcast in here.
Yeah, he's coming now.
I mean, I wanted to know, but I'm also like,
So what patch do we get?
you get to choose from these 4.
Okay.
And it's free with the purchase of the hat.
So it's free with the hat.
Yeah.
So I could just get the draft 2026.
Yes, if you want that, and it'll be like that on the side of that one.
Okay. So I could pick any one of these.
Any one of those, whatever you're most drawn to.
We're gonna go with the draft because I don't like the Steelers.
I like your pick.
Yeah.
So it'll be $49.99.
Oh, it's not free?
I know, $3.99 would be a lot.
I know, right? There you go. So tell.
And then one more Thursday. Get the free hat over here with the.
It was approved?
It was a.
Oh, that's a shocker. Oh, thank you so much.
And then you'll just stay here.
So, talk to one of these guys and they'll put it on.
Yeah.
Thank you. Y'all hit that like button. Ooh, those look fire.
Right around here.
TD, Tony. TD.
TD.
PHINS TALK.
Well, when I look,
TD PHINSTALK. That's a guy right there. Okay, yeah.
you know, PHI.
NSTALK. Yeah, YouTube. You can go check it out. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, boss.
All right, so you got right here.
Yeah, let's do the draft logo. Good.
Yeah. All right.
I need some dolphin patches, man. I need some dolphin patches.
I know.
The best team in football. Man. Huh? Yeah, that'll do. You good on there? Nice. Appreciate it, man. Take care. Oh, well, I guess I can put my new hat on. Oh, they don't messed up. They done messed up. Excuse me, Dolphin fan coming through. Excuse me. Oh, I crack myself up sometimes. All right, man, let me get out of here before somebody mess with my computer. Oh, man. All right, I'm about to head back because I'm not going to keep walking around everywhere. They good. Shout out to a real Dolphins fan, man. That's what's up, man. And thanks for your service. All right, y'all. We headed back. Hold on. Is that draft logo? They put the patch on there, right? That's right. Now I'm representing because I ain't had nothing Dolphin on except this. Be sure the only thing Dolphins I had on is my socks, man. It's the only thing. Got them fours too, them black cats. Yeah, y'all know about them black cats. Oh boy. And this is all outside of the stadium. One thing I like with the StreamYards is you can't zoom in. So y'all can see some of the stuff that's far away.
All right, got you, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right. Excuse me. What's up, boss? You on the floor too? Sorry.
You on the floor too as well?
Yes.
Perfect. How y'all doing today?
Great, great.
Nice weather.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good day for a draft.
I wish you guys luck out there.
Thank you.
You too.
We'll come here.
Hold on. I got it right there. Catering's down at it, your tables are down at it. Yeah.
We in here. We in here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, All right. Trying to get back to work. All right. Headed back to my work area. All right. And this is us. We are back. So let me switch. So I don't want to end the stream. I just need to remove this one. Hold on, y'all. Let me get out of here. All right. I think we are back. Got the new hat, got the patch, and the pin. Got to put the pin on. All right, man. Let's see. I'm sitting here like, what did I miss? But y'all been with me the whole time. All right. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all confirm that you can hear me right now, though, because I want to make sure I didn't mess anything up. Take y'all on that journey. Yes or no in the chat. Can you hear me? TD look like O-line just got drafted. Yes, y'all can hear me. Okay. Oh, man. Who calling me? Yeah, give me a second. Okay. What a dream job. Dream job. How do I feel about calling this a dream job? When you have to work to build it. You know, give me a second, y'all. The wife calling. I make sure everything is good. Hello? No, I'm live right now. All right, yeah, I'll check it out. All right, cool. All right, yes, you should some NBA playoff games. Yeah. We can go to NBA stuff too. We just not ingratiated over there as much, but we could if we wanted to. But yeah, man, dream job though. You know, to me, it's kind of like a dream job when you know what, yeah, it's a dream job. The only thing is, you know, I had to create the job myself. You know, you can't walk to ESPN and just say, hey, man, I know ball or I like my team. Let me work for y'all to cover my team. That's not how it works. So when you didn't take the path of journalism and doing all of this and doing all of that, sometimes you got to create your own dream. So I guess it is a dream job. But the difference is it's self-created. And I think I don't want people to ever mistake that. It's self-created. You know, it's funny, you know, a lot of people, they oh, you're, especially with the tour era, you're such an idiot. You're this, that, you're that, this. Stick to your day job, even though they don't know this is my day job. Um, yeah, but they also see me doing things like this that others aren't. And that's why it's a blessing, man. I thank God every day to be able to come in these spaces, in these circles, and be able to do the things that I love and bring joy, hopefully, to the people who follow, the Dolphins and NFL, and just create a community where we all rock and vibe with each other. Y'all follow me. I'm your eyes, I'm your ears. I want to take you on that tour. Y'all remember when this channel first started, I used to go to Dolphin games and I would stream the entire time at a Dolphin game with my kids on my laps and everything. And that used to be hard work, carrying the baby, carrying the phone, going like this the whole day with the phone. Literally, y'all know how y'all see me in the office now calling plays. I was doing that at the game when I first started. But those who've been here for 7, 8 years, y'all know this has been a slow, constant grind, from 3 subscribers now to 35,000. So yeah, it's it's work. People think we just get out here, travel, have fun, and do this and do that. Y'all wasn't carrying that 125 pounds of equipment about a mile and a half to set this up right here. Y'all ain't catch a train from Central Florida down to South Florida and then hop on a flight from South Florida all the way to Pittsburgh at midnight. People ain't, yeah, like people don't know the half of it. You know, these events they take a lot, and we're not. The ESPN ain't sending us money to do this. You got to get, hotels or Airbnb, and you're in an event like the Super Bowl or the draft, and you got to spend 2 grand on a room and stuff like that. ESPN ain't sending us a check. We got to create content that's going to, be good for an audience, and the audience watching in return could help us with sponsorships that can help us do things like this. So yeah, I mean, this is a business too, y'all. It's like in order to do more, you got to do more. In order to do more, you got to do more. So I stay in my lane. I just try to create good content and talk to y'all and create a community and have some friends outside of my friends and have a family outside of my family. And that's everybody who's watching the screen right now. Um, and by y'all watching, it allows me to say that this stream is being brought to you by Prospects, and then they in turn bless us as well, and then we're able to come to things like this. So especially those people that be like, "Oh, the ads. Why you got to read ads?" Because they keep the lights on. It's funny how people will get mad at a YouTube channel running ads, but then they can watch ESPN and get 10 times the ads, but they don't realize it. They don't realize it. You get an ad here, I'm talking about it for 40 seconds. TV, they're running an ad for 3 minutes before you come back to whatever you're watching. And they do it every 6 minutes or so. So it's all a business, man, in that sense. But anybody can do it. I always say that to people. But you got to grind, you got to work. People think I'll be walking around having a good time buying hats. You think I just, showing up at the draft, buying a hat. Oh, that's cool. Man, this is work. I wanted a draft hat. This was my gift for myself. And outside of that, it's all work. But it's work that I enjoy. So it is a dream job, but it's work. People think it's just the having fun, going to stuff and getting hats. No, it's work. When I showed you this workroom, everybody here working. They working. Like when I in this stream, I got like 3 different videos I gotta edit. I gotta do for this platform that want me to put content up, that platform that want me to put content up. So, but and this is no way, form, fashion to complain at all. I love it because the more I do, the more I make, and the more I make, the more things I can go to like this. You know, it's cost. It costs. Um, but yeah, the title is Clickbait ASF as Freak. Is it? Miami Dolphins main target leaked? Question mark. I guess y'all see it as clickbait. There's been rumors going around. I called a few people. They say that the Miami Dolphins, if Bane go to 11, they want them. And they're saying, oh, it's been leaked. So I put the question mark because I'm not going to say it's been leaked, but and these people that's out here saying it may not be as credible. So I don't view it as clickbait. I view it as what's going on out here. I know y'all done read an article and saw the headlines that Miami Dolphins really like Bane. They want Bane and all of that stuff. So I put a title, Miami Dolphins main target leaked? Question mark. Has it been leaked? And I explained that at the beginning of the video. Then I said live from the 2026 NFL draft. So if that's clickbait, then I guess I'll take it. But I like to do my clickbait actually in reference to what's going on, I guess, if it's clickbait. So, yeah. TD got a lot of mouths to feed. That I do. But you know what? God is good because I feed him. God is good because I feed him. I feed him. Especially with the cost of food. And gas. Lord, I pay $125 to fill up the tank. But hey, you know, you got to grind. Like a lot of people, they complaining about it in this moment. I thank God I ain't complaining because I grind. I grind as much as I can. That's why I try to mentor people all the time and tell them, man, you got to get on a constant grind, whatever it is. Something, you know, what in your life are you trying to elevate and do better? What do you dislike in life and what can take you away from that? You know, all of that. Like you got to start talking to yourself and talking about your life and scheming to make it better every way you can. Every way you can. Figure out how to make it better. And when I say scheme, I ain't saying that in a negative way of trickery. No, scheme is devising a plan. You know, and follow it and try to see what you can make work for yourself in your life and try to elevate it. What I am gonna miss the most is TD's live reaction when Tua turns the ball over. Yeah, well, guess what? Now you're gonna get to see my live reaction when Malik out here scoring 6 touchdowns every game. Nah, not six, but about three. Yeah, you get about three a game. Oh Lord, it's moments like this where I be thinking to myself, can we just have something go right for us? Like I just hope something goes right for us, man. Miami Dolphins, something like let Malik just shock everybody, you know. Let A Chain get his 1,500 yards rushing. Give us a receiver that just blossom. Like, why we can't have good stuff, you know? Hey, TD, I always follow your channel every time you do a live stream. Linda Jackson 6819, thank you so much. I really, really, really do appreciate that. See, we got people that rock with this channel that feel, well, first of all, they're loyal to the channel, but they really rock with me. You know, they rock with me, and I appreciate that, man. And the sad part is, you know, a lot of people that used to rock with me, they don't rock with me anymore because they had a different opinion of the last guy. And those same people, when it was all said and done, and that last guy was proven to not be a franchise quarterback, like I told them, they ain't like, you know what, I was wrong. No, they pride is one of them things that just keep you. That's why I was always humble in the sense that I always told people, you know what, maybe I can be wrong. Let's allow time to tell. Let's let time tell. Time told, but those same people, now they actually try to, some of them try to smear your name, man. TD out here secretly helping John Eric Sullivan make these picks. Nah, I wouldn't even want that responsibility. I wouldn't even want that responsibility. What's up, boss? I'm good. Yourself? All right. Fly. You good. Yeah, I wouldn't even want that responsibility. The only responsibility I want is to judge their responsibility to get it right. Because it's not I understand the complexity of this league and what all it takes now. I believe I do. It is a complicated thing. And people think it's just on the field. People think it's just practice. People think it's just scouting. They think it's just drafting. They think it's just this, just that, just everything. It's so many, over 25 elements that all have to play into each other and be real solid. None of it's going to be perfect or great, but at least everything across the board got to be solid for you to have a winning organization. And that's where it takes a winning leader, a winning general manager, a winning, person that runs operations, everything, man. This game is complex. And I just want to break all that down. And you know what? And I don't want to make this seem like I'm the pessimistic guy, but let me be clear. I'm the guy that wants to at least show you why we're failing or why we're succeeding, understanding why, the real reasons why. Because I was one of many of you watching right now. Back when I was working in corporate America, I was a Dolphin fan. I used to search the internet up and down. Where is it? Where is it, man? Who did anybody put anything out about the Dolphins? I used to search it up and down. And but one thing I realized, man, these people don't be doing what they talk about. Every year I realized what they told us when you look at the end of the year, it was not what they told us every single year. So not trying to live in my ignorance, I said, let me investigate that. So what have they told us? And why were they wrong? And every year around December, they start shifting the narrative. Well, injuries, or, we didn't expect this to happen. At some point, excuses got to be unacceptable. And it makes you realize they're just wrong on their assessment. So I just start breaking the team down. And that's why my content is more geared towards the options that will happen in the future, that could happen in the future. And I like to give y'all all the options so you're not surprised, and then give you the reason why it's an option so you understand every move that's made, why they do it or why they didn't do it. And then we know what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. And that's why people like, man, you called it, man. You called it, man. You called it, man. You called it. You right again. You right again. I'm not right, and I'm not calling anything. I'm just giving every option. I give you the option of what a successful draft look like. I give you the option of what a bum draft look like. I give you the option of what we could be next year. Well, if you sign him, you're gonna have this problem. If you sign him, you're gonna have this benefit. If you do this, this could happen. But what if that happens? I go through all those scenarios. So when breaking news happen, I go live and say, why y'all surprised? Why y'all surprised? I told y'all literally a while back, don't be surprised about Waddle. I told you they're not gonna re-sign Robert Hunt, but this is where the last regime why they got fired, because all those players that I told you that they need to move on from, they moved on from them a year after they should have. And I told y'all, do y'all not understand how much draft capital we could have already have had if they have just done right? You could have had a draft pick for Xavier Howard 3 years ago. Who knows what player that would have been that was on the roster right now in a young and John Eric Sullivan could use, or Chris Greer would still be here because he's making wise decisions. You don't know what that player would have been. You could have had a pick for Calais Campbell recently. You could have had a pick for so many players. Javon Holland, you could have got a pick for the year before if you weren't going to pay him. You could have had a pick for Christian Wilkins. You could have had a pick for Jack Sealer, but now he's on the roster just getting money during a time we're not even expected to win. You could have had draft picks, and that's why the last regime got fired, because they didn't see general managers. I will say this to cut them some slack. They have to guess a lot, but that's what they get the big bucks for, to guess right more than they guess wrong. So when Chris Greer used to go to that podium and always say, Christian bet on himself and he won. Well, he had to be betting against somebody, and that somebody is the house. That means the house lost. Who represents the house? Chris Greer did. You choose the wrong bet. You should have just paid him then, and it would have been a lot less. So that's why Chris Greer got fired. Too many examples of malpractice, and I presented these areas to y'all on this channel every time. I told y'all this is what they need to do, and Chris Greer wouldn't do it. And look at the result. So just FYI on this channel, I don't want no title of TD's always right, TD always get it. I'm just trying to give y'all all the scenarios and really thinking through the organization and how it's structured, what direction they're headed, what they're trying to do. Is it a winning plan? Is it a losing plan? What tells us it's winning? What tells us it's losing? What are indicators that if this happens, then that's bad? What are indicators that if this happens, then it's good? That's all I'm trying to do, help people understand the direction we headed. But let me say this, if you're going to watch this channel, don't get in your feelings whenever I determine that the direction we're headed is not a good one. I knew this freaking 6 years ago that we were headed in the wrong direction. You don't know that? Well, you know what? I don't, but the odds tell me we are. An educated guess tells me we are. You have too many things on this roster year after year after year where everything got to be perfect to reach what you consider success. You cannot build a team where you require everything to be perfect. You're going to fail. Nobody gets that. Nobody gets it. And that was the problem with the Dolphins. You can go in the season and you got, out of 22 starters, you got literally 12 of them coming fresh off of bad injuries. You got other guys who are mid and you're banking on them taking the next step. And you got all of these ifs. That ain't a way to run no organization. Like, who are the numbers people? Where are the people giving the general manager the odds? What makes sense? That's why I know John Eric Sullivan is a good GM, because from an odds standpoint, you don't swing your bat at one player hoping you hit. You want to swing to the fifth. You want to swing for the double. You don't get like a home run. Like, this is what people don't get. A home run might be 1 out of 10, but a double might be 1 out of 2. Man, all you got to do is hit two doubles in 4 tries and you get you a point. But you want to swing 10 times just to get the 1 point when you can do it with 4 swings. See, when he said that, he'd rather hit the double, he understands numbers. That's why Mike McDaniel made Tua look successful, because Mike McDaniel also understood the numbers, but it was also going to run out. He knew that too. He understood, let me no longer have Tua do the things that he struggles with, only do things he's great with, and we'll just flood the system with that. And it showed success. And then when people learn how to stop the things he's good with, McDaniel knew he couldn't go outside of that box because it would be a disaster, but it was a disaster anyway. I'm telling y'all, McDaniel was coaching, was like, it's nothing I can do. And that's why he benched him. Y'all think this man went to the Chargers just because it was an open opportunity? Man, that man had like 10 opportunities to do something out here in this league. That man went to the Chargers because he learned a valuable lesson. I need the skill sets. I need the tools. And he went to a player who actually has the tools. So yeah, and that's why I'm high on Malik Willis. Based off of a small, I do admit, from a statistical standpoint, it doesn't give assurances that it's a small sample size. But when you take that sample size, man, I'm sorry, it's elite. The sample size is elite. The 3-game sample size in Green Bay. And when I say elite, it has the potential to be elite with the right structure around it. He can get himself out of trouble. And like, Here's the funny thing. People think I hated on Tua. Man, if Tua had mobility, he might be one of the deadliest quarterbacks in the league. He's still gonna have deep ball struggles, but the mobility in itself, I'm talking about like Kyler Murray mobility, Tua would have been scary, but he didn't have that. So it's like, okay, what else can he do to make up for it? He just had no alternative to make up for his shortcomings. Like the man was not a bad quarterback. He was just limited. Dang, is there one more thing he can have that will make him put him over the top? He just didn't have it. He just didn't have it. And that was the frustrating. Like, and I hoped he would, but then whenever I evaluate the things that, okay, this is what he doesn't have. Which one of these can he have through development? No, you can't develop your arm strength, not at a level that's going to make a noticeable difference. You can't develop the ability to be explosive in your running and escaping. You can't develop that. You can get lucky sometimes, but you can't develop that. And last but not least, the thing that people argue with me about, you can't develop a lack of real progression-based processing of the field. And people to this day still think that he's an elite processor. No, he's not. He's actually one of the worst processors, period. McDaniel created an offense that put defenses in conflict off of the outside linebackers. Like literally, our offense was predicated on a slot receiver running a slant, a tight end running the seam, a running back running in the flat, and you put that outside linebacker in odds. And Tua, all he had to do on that short range and intermediate is hike the football, look at the outside linebacker. If the outside linebacker stays still, where the seam and the slant is, hit the flat. If the outside linebacker goes to the flat, hit the slant. If the outside linebacker stays at the flat and the corner takes the if the outside linebacker takes the slant and the corner takes the running back, hit the seam. It was just an option he had in that offense. And then there was times where you play action, you want to go downfield, but that was a two-man route. That was Tyreek streaking on a post and the other guy going on a seam go route to try to stretch the defense on a play action, predicated off the run game. Outside of that, there wasn't much more in our offense that we did. That was McDaniels playing the odds, which was smart, but it was fugazi because he knew it wasn't going to sustain. He knew it wasn't going to last. He knew that, and it didn't. And I'm going to tell y'all, man, 2023 was the worst year as a Dolphin fan for me. Yeah, that's when people actually solidified that, TD is, man, I didn't realize this, but he actually is a hater. But they were just wrong. 2023 was the worst year for me because when I saw all these gimmicks and us winning by the wide receivers and the spot throwing elevated to another level, I said, man, everybody's going to be fooled. And I can be happy, which I'm glad we're winning, but this isn't building a team. This is all fake. It's going to crash in our face eventually. We're going to have a peak this year, and we're still not going to do nothing good in the playoffs. Because all we're doing is beating the bad teams, and the good teams, this whole high-flying thing still ain't working. But we played more bad teams than good teams, and we thought we had a great team. And then you got people like Teron Armstead out here talking about, if we didn't get hurt, I think that was a Super Bowl team. Man, if you don't go on somewhere, if we didn't get hurt, I think that was a Super Bowl team. Man, people got food out of their socks, man. And I told people right in that offseason afterwards, next year is going to be less talent, and the year after is going to be even less talent. And what happened like clockwork? 2024, slightly less talent, was still solid. In 2025, a lot less talent. That's when all them boys was gone. Hunt, Christian Wilkins, all of them. It was inevitable because this is what you did to the roster. It was inevitable. Here we are in 2026, trying to fix the last man's mess. But it's going to get fixed because I believe in John Eric Sullivan. I think he's a great coach and a general manager. Jeff Hafley and John Eric Sullivan. I think that's a good coach and general manager. Now again, I believe in John Eric Sullivan more than I do Hafley. Hafley has to be evaluated when his team get on the field. But John Eric Sullivan, I know he's going to make the right decisions and the right moves to help this organization get to a better place. Hafley, we got to see how he does in his role. Don't fall in love with Hafley, by the way. I like him, but don't fall in love. We gotta get some evidence first. He's the one person that there is zero evidence to determine how good or bad of a coach he can be until we kick that ball off in the first week of September. So we shall see. TD had good talking stamina like Trump can talk. TD had good talking stamina like Trump can talk. I don't really know what that means, but okay. You have to elaborate so I'll understand. Good talking stamina. Excuse me. It's a lot to talk about. Yo, God bless TD. Hope all is well, brother. Yes, it is, man. And God bless you too. You and your family, okay? I already got that one. Miracle Onus 2.0 said, keep up the good work, TD, and never let anyone tell you they don't want you twice, regardless if it's friends or former co-workers. Yeah, man. I don't double back. That's a rule of mine. I don't double back. Oh, man. They don't want me twice. They don't want you twice. Yeah. Don't let it get to the twice. I hear you. I appreciate that. Anyway, y'all, we are about to end this stream because it is 5 p.m. I'll probably crank it back up 30 minutes to an hour before the draft. But yeah, I have to go behind me right now because more people are starting to show up and I got to start setting up the roundtable set and going from there. So thank y'all for loving on the channel. Thank y'all who donated. Thank you to the members. Thank you to the new members. Thank you to Glenn gifting memberships. Shout out to the Patreon members. Shout out to everybody. Thank y'all. But y'all come rock with me tonight. Let's have a good time. Oh, the crew just got here. The crew just got here, y'all. Hold on. Let me show y'all the crew. They all just got here. Justin, man, say hi, man.
How we doing, guys?
Justin, Roundtable Sports. This is Richie Malura, Roundtable Sports, terrible Jets fan. We got Dom in the building, Roundtable Sports. We got Mr. Aluma, Samuel in the building.
On top.
Dan Ritchie. Z-Bot, Zim in the building. Yeah, man, say hi to real fans, a fan base.
What are you doing, a Bill stream or what?
Oh, it's live.
Oh, it's live.
Oh, it's live?
Yeah, I went walking with my phone around out there.
It's live, so you don't mind me telling everybody what you said about the Dolphins in the car?
No, you can tell them.
All right. You told them that they're going to win it all.
That's right. They already know. What's understood ain't got to be explained. All right. Let me see. Okay, if you can go back in time, what would you have done differently that would have made the Dolphins better in 2023? Better in 2023. Go back in time, how far? Are you saying, because me going back in time, I would have drafted Herbert. But it's too many. The problem with Greer and them is there's too many decisions that you would have needed to correct. So I would have drafted Herbert. I would have probably took Justin Jefferson instead of Austin Jackson. I would have not traded for Tyreek. And guess what? I wouldn't have had to either. I would have not have traded for Chubb. I would have continued to build through the draft. And that's the main thing. I would have made sure we continued to build through the draft instead of spending money on draft picks. And we would have been better in 2023. And again, it's not about being better in 2023 because that was a fraud. That was a fake season. Everybody thought that, oh my gosh, this is us now. No, it was gimmick. It was carried by Tyreek Waddle and Mostert / A-Chain. You had the best 4-pack in the NFL. You had the best 4-pack in the NFL. Waddle, Tyreek, A-Chain, Mostert. You had the best 5-pack. Alec Ingle was a Pro Bowl fullback. You had the best 5-pack in that regards in the entire NFL. Don't get me started on what was it, Jonnu? Probably one of a better 6-pack. He went off that year, made it Pro Bowl, right? Or something like that. I think it was that year. But yeah, man, it was too many decisions. This was all a failure because we didn't build it properly through the draft. And obviously, I would not have fired Brian Flores. All right, y'all. But I got to get out of here. I'm finna help set up. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Fins up no matter what. I will see y'all tonight, man. We're going to get into it. Don't forget to check out Bleacher Report and check out Prize Picks as well. Love y'all. I'll see you soon. Peace. I'm out.